We're also out celebrating for another reason today. Madison's St. Patrick's Day parade wound its way around the state capitol this afternoon, marking the annual parade's 25th year. Over 60 groups of marchers, dancers, band members, and even some stilt walkers helped bring in the Irish celebration to life today. Friends and families have lined the sidewalks year after year, and we had a chance to catch up with a group to hear their favorite part of the day.
Probably like 7 or 8 years.
Awesome. I don't know.
Every year.
And I really like the people that go on stilts.
Yeah.
And I really like dancers.
Yeah. I agree with you. Bucky,
They're definitely having a lot of fun. Plus, the pot of gold went to some good causes as proceeds from today's parade went to the UW Carbone Cancer Center and Logan's Heart and Smiles.